Let's move on to another question coming from a completely different topic. This is a video question from Ranis from Chicago. Let's watch it.
Hello, my name is Ranis and I live in Chicago. And my question is, does Kabbalah share restrictions that religions have on sex? Thank you.
Kabbalah does not refer to a person, the ordinary person in this world that's included of his body and his body's tendencies. It does not speak about that at all, neither by psychology nor physiology nor anything else. One may have different deviations, one may have different characteristics, mentality, age. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about the soul, not about the body. Thus, red, black, white. One may have homosexual or lesbian tendencies, with the different forms of life that also it has nothing to do with religions, nor nationality, nor anything else. If you want to develop your soul, then you have an opportunity through this method to do so.
Okay, this is clear. This is with respect to anyone being able to study the wisdom and use it. I want to ask a different question. How do you, as a Kabbalist, do you agree or disagree with all the, the sex industry, the pornography industry that is happening in today's world? Is it something that Kabbalah agrees with or disagrees with?
Kabbalah says as follows: until a person has corrected himself, all that he develops is in order to stimulate the desire, to advance the desire towards correction. Therefore, also in all these things that exist in this world, like the sex industry and so on, they're useful. The use is that they open up before a person the broadest sex world, and the person undergoes these things more quickly, understands them more quickly, feels them more quickly, and discovers more quickly the emptiness of the matter, and then afterwards he is in need of higher things. But undoubtedly we must undergo this phase, and as if we have to immerse in it, and thus there's place for it. The wisdom of Kabbalah says there is place for any phenomena in this world, and we mustn't eradicate it, but only expect its quick correction. And there is no coercion in anything. There mustn't be. And if by this I don't harm the other, then whatever I do is allowed.
Okay, maybe on the same topic I would also ask, why specifically sex is something so strong today? Like, it seems like the more time progresses and humanity develops, this earthly raw desire is just becoming stronger and stronger, very, very powerful.
True. We're really undergoing this phase, and it says so in the wisdom of Kabbalah that at the end of days, before the spiritual correction, that which will really grow and break beyond the boundaries of normality will be sex, the urge for sex. Suddenly, the desire for it will rise within a person, and a person will really be crazed for these lusts. Because it's against spirituality, one against the other as a projection from spirituality. In spirituality, we have to reach the connection with the Creator, which is called the spiritual coupling. And in this world, we have the same urge in this world for the corporeal coupling. And thus, this is how it's expressed. And it will reach much worse and weird and stranger forms than today. But we'll have to undergo this. And as a result, we're approaching the spiritual correction ever more. Thus, we needn't pay that much attention to it. So we're engaged in it, so we are. The main thing is to let it pass naturally as much as possible without any suppression.
But what's there's Raz's curiosity. What's the connection between the connection with the Creator that we make and the sexual connection that, say, two spouses make?
It's the law of root and branch, so-called. That which exists in our spiritual root, it projects onto our corporeal world the same intensity, which is very unique. And thus people today, they feel the pleasure, the yearning, the uniqueness that exists in sex, like in no other pleasure. neither in food, nor control, nor honor, nor science, nor anything else. Everything as if crumbles and becomes grayer. People stop thinking about everything else in life, and this thing, naturally, the desire for sex, the yearning for it, around it, grows and rises. And thus we see how it breaks all boundaries, and kids from the age of 10 up to elderly people of the age of 80, everyone is really into it. We should know that until we come to the spiritual correction, the spiritual coupling, the spiritual sex, if you will, this thing will not come to balance and will give us many more weird phenomena.
Okay. The spiritual coupling with the Creator is better, I understand.
The spiritual coupling doesn't stop, whereas the corporeal coupling stops right away. And thus, it is a coupling that gives you an infinite fulfillment, an everlasting satisfaction. It gives you a sensation that you truly transcend nature. The satisfaction is such that fulfills all your voids. It does not leave you any empty place, as opposed to the sexual satisfaction where you could be hungry and ill and something else, and for some time you detach from all the other deficiencies, whereas here, in the spiritual coupling, you fulfill all your deficiencies.
Ranith, I hope you got your answer there.